Welcome, everyone. This is Glenda Dawson of Glenda's Magical Creations, and you're watching our sessions where we channel the Council of Nine and other councils of light beings. Um, Myself and my co-hostess or host, Leaf, Jazz, and Miriam are here. And every week we just join in these sessions, we channel, we astral project. So if you're having a moment where you find that you are being called to do this with us, please let me know, and we could set you up also. You don't have to show your real name. You don't even have to appear on camera if you do not wish. And it's for the greater good of humanity and everyone that participates has their own experiences, and we share whatever we get. Sometimes we don't get anything, and that's okay. And sometimes we go and flood of things we see and experience, but we're here for the greater good of us and humanity as a whole, and Earth as a whole. So, with that being said, welcome, ladies. And those in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I'm going to ask that we start getting into that set mind or mindset. And if you could just close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths just to allow that connection to occur. And as you're doing that, envision a big heart made of a quartz, maybe a rose quartz, and it's just illuminating light and energy, extremely strong in all directions. And just let that energy come to you. Let that energy integrate with yours. Know that that energy is coming from the creator, oneness, the universe, God, goddess. And just let yourself be part of it. We're all just allowing that energy to flow through our bodies. And let those messages come through, let those visions come through. And now I'm being told we're going to be traveling to one very small point, almost to the top tip of Alaska. Coordinates there, 78292. 78292. If at this moment you're trying this and you cannot get there, just set the intention and allow yourself to experience And allow yourself to feel, to touch, to hear. Now, in this place, although it should be extremely cold and everything frozen, I see grass, I see mountains, I see beautiful skies, and I feel a nice warm temperature. And that is because we are inside a bubble. So we can experience this without feeling the harshness of the weather, the environment. I do see light beings coming in and being at the very edge of that bubble all around. And it appears that there will be representatives from each council, for lack of wording, talking to us, directing us. I also see Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary coming in. Two very loving beings. That are now just by being here, sharing their loving, motherly, healing energy with all of us.
Mm. And even though it's daytime, you can see the aurora borealis, and the intensity of the colors are magnificent, but they also represent all of the light beings that have approached, and that is a symbol of the immensity of the love that they wish to share with us.
Yes. Very powerful, moving energy. Allow yourselves to feel it.
I also see fairies dancing in the grass and in the shrubberies, a sign that no matter how big or how small, the immensity of the love is there for each to have.
Yes.
If you're feeling pain, sorrow, Magdalene and Mary are there to comfort you.
And the
There's
love,
also,
the loving energy between these two is amazing, overflowing. more than enough for everyone. Nobody's excluded.
There's almost a swirling in the energy that surrounds you, penetrates you, envelopes you. And the fairies are laughing with joy. I feel like we're all floating. I'm not sure our feet are touching the ground any longer.
And there are a lot of light beings descending down from the planet Venus. It's exceptionally bright there. And there is a portal to the light beings that are living there in another dimension than we are here on Earth. But there's suddenly an enormous an opening, and a lot of light beings who are living there are descending, and they go up, back up, and they come down to bring more light and healing towards the earth, and especially there in Alaska. That is necessary there. It's a disturbed place by technology, by humans. Yeah.
We're safe and warm in the bubble, but what we see outside is a pole shift. I don't know if it's a future pole shift or a past, but that's why the grass is green and the climate is much more temperate than it would be at this time of year.
Calls us to remember our responsibility to the earth, to each other.
Mhm. Yes. And part of that responsibility is to make sure that whatever we do is for greatest good, to stay in the light, and to make sure that every step we take, we have good intentions, that we examine ourselves so we can then also be examples for those that are around us and have not noticed that some of their steps are not with the greatest of best intentions. This is why they're appearing here to, one of the reasons is to show that everyone can receive healing. So everyone has an opportunity to grow and evolve into our true own light being shape.
Yeah.
So we could
When we
to-
when we focus together there, our attention to with this healing energy that is streaming, and if we are getting so much help, but our intention of all of us, and all of us who is listening or are listening, all our attention is needed, is focusing on this good for the earth, for everyone, there's still a lot to heal.
Yes.
And we can sending love and waves of love, and there's so much power in love. And the more are joining.
Mm.
The more powerful it becomes. I see it growing.
Mhm. There's an increasing density of plant life and wildlife around us.
Mm-hmm.
The wildlife is being drawn in as well. The horses are coming.
What color do you see?
The lead one is a chestnut. There's a black one, and there's a beautiful white one. They're all gorgeous. I mean, they're just phenomenal.
And the white one has very bright eyes, almost like they shine like if they were diamonds, sparkling.
Mhm. And even though the other horses' eyes are colored, they are equally as bright with light.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now I also see an old Indian with a beautiful feather on his head, and he's sitting on one of these horses. It's a very old shaman and very wise. He doesn't live he lives in the astral world, but he's still very concerned with the earth, and especially there. Yeah.
Mm. Yes.
He's asking us to remember this place daily, seeking healing for it.
Yes.
Now I see Mary Magdalene going to each of our heads and anointing us in some way, just touching the head. And then Mother Mary going by after Mary Magdalene. And each one of us is getting like a kiss either in the forehead or on the cheek. Just giving us their approval on what we're trying to do and what we're allowing as far as messages to go out into the world and healing. Because through us, we're allowing to be conduits for all this so we could channel and reaching people who may not otherwise be able to be reached. I do believe each and every one of you is feeling that energy now.
Mhm. There's almost a sensation of it drawing out in the process, being filled with love.
Mm-hmm. Right now, I'm feeling the waves of energy going through my inside my body. It's kind of like a roller coaster, and it's wavy like that. So it's taking all that negative energy, I guess it would be. Pockets are being filled with positive energy, loving, healing energy. But I feel the whole body just in waves. And my crystal is super hot.
Yeah, mine too. I have this rose quartz.
Yeah, I keep pushing it from hand to hand because it's getting hotter and hotter.
Yeah. Yeah.
The vibrational level of the dome that is surrounding us is also ratcheting up.
Mm-hmm.
With the light beings from other galaxies surrounding it, the power of positive energy and love is just tremendous.
Okay, so as we are standing around in kind of like a circle, you will need to take a few steps back because there is something coming up from the ground. 3, 2, and there's the craft. The Arcturians are here now to also participate. I guess this is one of their portals or gateways that they use.
And what did you say?
Arcturians. There's a spaceship
Oh.
just came up from the ground. And from what I could tell, they're getting, or a few of them are getting off their ship and also joining and sending that healing energy out to us and out to the world.
It's interesting, before you talked about the spaceship coming up, I sensed Arturians standing behind each of us with their hands on our shoulders.
Mm. I felt that too, but well, thank you for your confirmation.
Hmm.
It was kind of like, how did A happen before B? But that's
Right.
okay.
That's it's
There's a
our
time warp there. So.
it's our human brain needed to catch up a little. Mm. Okay. So Miriam, I am seeing now very beautiful blue light.
Yeah, I saw it. Just before you mentioned, I saw all this blue.
Mm-hmm.
I felt it behind me, but I could see it. And behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it's a blue light. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wow. I don't know about you, but I am floating up even higher.
Mm.
It is loving and healing, both very powerful energies at the same time.
Yeah.
And just before the Arcturians arrived, Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary were on either side of me, and it was like they were sending me energy into my being. And it was very ecstatic. Even as the Arcturians started to arrive, I felt their connection remain for a bit before that, uh, before they disconnected altogether. It was very beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing that. Even though they're still with around us, it's still now it's kind of like the Arcturians said, okay, now it's our turn. But all the light beings are here and just beyond words at this moment. Now they're going to keep us here for a little bit, just a little bit longer. And then with this energy, we are going to be traveling somewhere else.
Mm.
Just want to give you a heads up. So soak up all you want. And I don't know if anybody else is hearing it, but I hear like if there was violins playing.
Mm.
Very low, but there's like beautiful melodies. Just
And does it come from below, far below in the earth, or
it
where?
does. That's what I feel. I feel that music kind of vibrating up through my feet. So
Mhm. Feel it too.
yeah. But it's oof, beautiful melodies that are just inspiring. Very spiritual, inspiring, loving. It's like they multiply the energy of love that we have within us and have been given. It just multiplies it.
Mhm.
Okay, ladies, we're almost going to be given the coordinates to go somewhere else. Okay. Now we're going to be just picked up and taken to coordinates far down South America. Way, way down and 57236 blue. 57236 blue. We're still in nice weather. So that's good.
Yeah.
Now I am taking in the fragrance of gardenias. It's like gardenias, white flowers all around us.
Mm.
And they have this beautiful sweet scent. And now I am seeing birds and butterflies, angels and fairies, just beings of all types, just enjoying this area, becoming one with it, grounding at this moment, just sitting there or standing and just being in awe and wonder.
Mm.
And I'm sensing, if not seeing, rays that are coming from that Arctic location and surrounding this area with the energy that we experience there.
Mm.
But there's energy bands that are going both ways.
And now I am hearing that this is an example of no matter where we are, we could give love, receive love. And by doing so, provide healing and receive healing. And we are beyond what our physical experiences at this moment.
Yeah. It's another dimension, Earth. You can call it the future, but actually it's not the future. It's just already in another dimension, but it exists already.
Mhm.
Yeah. And we can smell the flowers and we can hear music again. But this time there is a flute, beautiful flute playing somewhere up in the mountains. Someone is playing a flute. Yeah, there are also people walking that are much lighter. It's
Mhm.
And I hear an elephant trumpet in the background.
Mhm. Lovely. An elephant.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Raising this trumpet in joy.
Yeah.
And as I can see, every single living thing is existing in harmony with each other. Different species.
Monkeys.
Yes.
Lots of monkeys.
All in peace.
Yeah. And beautiful white birds.
Like a phoenix, but only white.
Hmm.
Hmm? Now they have a message for all of us. To remember, we're not here alone. All we have to do is just ask for help, ask for healing, and be willing to accept it. And it will be provided. It is here for us already. This is why there's so many light beings coming to Earth and around us and appearing and making themselves known at this very moment. They know humans and Earth need healing. More so than other times.
It's interesting. I see a golden fleur-de-lis above us.
Hmm?
And the sun seems bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Lighter.
Oof. Feeling the vibrations all over now. The energy is very powerful at this moment. They're using the moon and the stars and the sun and everything else to provide even more intensity.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone who is listening can step in
Mm.
and join.
Yes.
And I feel that that more and more people are joining, souls are joining.
Mm-hmm.
And they can sit and they can just dance or whatever they want, or just on nice looking at the sky and just enjoying this place. And just by laying on the ground and feeling the earth on your back, it's such a healing to be there and enjoy the the light around you and the smells and the sounds and yeah, this frequency.
Mhm.
Do you know this song, Amazing Grace?
Mhm.
I hear this song.
Yes, I hear it too. Mm. Oh,
One of the Arturians is beckoning to me to follow them into the more more densely wooded area. And in there is an amazing crystal. And the core of it's white, but there's rose quartz and citrines and beautiful soft colors surround this white but clear crystal in the center.
mm.
And the message behind it is that we certainly have our public selves and community selves that absorb that beautiful energy as we were all gathered together initially, but we also receive on a personal level what we need when we come and we search and we ask for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I am hearing it is time. Although we could stay here forever, but it is time to go back. And now our job is to be as loving as we are in that bubble and as empathetic as we are in that bubble, as compassionate as we are in that bubble, and spread that around with smiles, with thank yous, with being grateful, with being the example for all others that are around us to see the best humans that we can be. And that growth, let it be seen in us. And that light, let it be seen for wherever we are, so people can see it from miles and miles away, so they could find those that light shine bright
Mm.
and those that will be spreading healing and positive energy.
And the simple and nice thing is that it makes you happy.
Mhm. Okay. Take a deep breath and now go back to your zero. And for those that cannot go back to A0, just set the intentions to be back within your physical body and in your own environment, grounded and balanced. Take another deep breath and just in your mind, say thank you. We are privileged to be able to feel all the goodness there is. and that special, special energy that we get to experience. And the fact that they use us to bring healing and messages. And with that being said, take another deep breath. Exhale. And be back in your own environments. You can open your eyes if you wish. And at this moment, I'd like to thank Leaf, Jazz, Miriam, and all those light beings and councils and fairies and so on that let us be and let us do this. Their energies remain within us, and they will be helping us to share this energy with others around us. Thank you. Blessings. And as always, we love you. Till next time.